Welcome to the Tuesday edition of Console Gaming News. The main highlights today: Spider-Man 2 is coming to PC, the most painful removal of games from PlayStation Plus in its history. The era of remakes has officially begun, Astro Bot is getting tons of new free content, and the first praise-filled impressions of STALKER 2 have arrived. So, to make sure you don't miss anything, check your subscription, get comfortable, and let's dive into the biggest events of the past week. An insider of the entire gaming industry, Tom Henderson, claims that we have officially entered the era of remakes, and every year we will see more and more re-releases of old games. This is because people actually enjoy them. They bring huge profits to publishers and significantly reduce the risk of failure. So, in the coming years, get ready for an overwhelming flood of various remakes, as they will likely be released every month, several at a time. Sony filed a lawsuit against cheaters who were creating custom programs for the PlayStation 5 console and lost the case spectacularly. The issue is that European judges did not accept the arguments of the Japanese corporation and stated that they saw nothing wrong with creating cheats that do not interfere with the functionality of the original code and only modify existing parameters. In simple terms, the cheater's code does not violate copyright but merely changes data in the console's memory, which is not illegal under EU law. Moreover, since these guys were only making cheats for single-player games like Infinite Health or Money and didn't interfere with other players, from my point of view, they weren't doing anything wrong. The streaming device PlayStation Portal continues to dominate the accessories market, selling in massive numbers. Rumor has it that the device has already surpassed the 3 million units sold mark, becoming an incredible success for Sony. So it's no surprise that, riding the wave of this success, rumors have started to spread that the company has begun working on a new portable console, which has already been dubbed the PS Vita 2 Online. However, don't expect a release anytime soon, as the work is still in its early stages, meaning it likely won't launch until the next console generation. Spider-Man 2 is officially set to release on PC on January 25th, just 1 year and 3 months after its PS5 launch. Initially, the company had firmly promised that they wouldn't bring exclusives to other platforms so quickly, ensuring that the PS5 would have at least a few years of exclusivity. This was revealed in a statement by Insomniac Games, where they also confirmed that no additional content such as DLC will be released. However, they are excited to present all previously released content in the PC version, including New Game Plus, new suits and color variants, photo mode features, and much more. So as we can see from the situation, instead of creating story content for the second Spider-Man, the company focused on porting the game to PC. It is what it is. A significant piece of news this week is that 18 games will be leaving the PlayStation Plus Extra, Deluxe, and Premium catalogs on November 19th. Normally this wouldn't be too concerning, but the list includes Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, Red Dead Redemption 2, Dragon's Dogma, the Kingdom Hearts series, Teardown, and 2 fun co-op games, Overcooked and Moving Out. Honestly, this doesn't seem like a very generous move. Let's hope that the loss will be compensated by the November PlayStation Plus offerings. According to insider and data miner Kurakasik, Sony is preparing to showcase Marvel's Wolverine. The information was uncovered from various sources, and based on the data, it is speculated that the game will be revealed before the end of the year. There's a strong possibility that Sony will hold a small state-of-play presentation before the year ends, and during that event, we might see the first official gameplay. It's also possible that an official release date will be announced. As for when to expect it on PlayStation 5, Wolverine could very well become a key figure in the PlayStation 5 Pro marketing campaign, as the list of official releases from PlayStation Studios after the launch of the Pro model currently looks rather sparse. The God of War adaptation has encountered its first challenges. Sony Pictures TV and Amazon MGM Studios have decided to restart the development of the series. According to Deadline, the companies want to take the project in a new direction. While details haven't been disclosed yet, it's known that showrunner Rafe Judkins and executive producers Hawk Ostby and Mark Fergus have left the project. Such changes during production raise concerns about these kinds of adaptations. Hopefully, this won't turn into another Borderlands series with Kratos as the lead. And of course, we can forget about the 2025 release date that was previously promised. American analysts conducted a very interesting study to see if there is a connection between playing video games during childhood and success in adult life. Surveys of 1,000 Americans revealed that longtime gamers, those who played since childhood, earn on average $5,500 more per year than those who didn't grow up with video games. The analysis also delved into the gaming market and showed that PlayStation owners and fans earn the most, with an average income of $62,726 per year, which is higher than fans of Xbox, Nintendo, or PC. The study also found that fans of mature-rated games like Resident Evil, Dark Souls, and similar titles tend to be more financially successful than casual gamers. So, if you own a PlayStation console and aren't a casual gamer, you can consider yourself somewhat financially successful, especially when you open the PlayStation Store and see the new game prices. Former PlayStation head Sean Layden believes that AAA blockbusters are destroying the industry. According to him, the rising costs of game development are leading to a decline in creative potential. He says that the industry is focusing on safe projects with easy monetization methods, which stifles creativity and pushes lower-rated projects out of the market, leaving only major blockbusters and indie games. Layden warns that the mid-tier segment of games will disappear if the industry continues to rely on blockbusters, and this could spell doom for the entire gaming market. It's sad news, as mid-tier games often provide a richer and more interesting experience than some of the much-praised blockbusters. Team Asobi has released a schedule with a plan to roll out 5 new levels for their creation Astro Bot. The game will receive 5 new levels for speedrunning. They will be released on October 17th, 24, and 31, as well as on November 7th and 14. As you might guess, the set will be free for owners of the full version of the game. And this is just the first batch of speedrun levels. There will be more in the future, and by the end of the year they plan to add new bots, including from Helldivers and Stellar Blade. Now that's something that really pays for itself, Astro Bot and its upcoming support. Another flop from Sony. The Until Dawn Remake failed and gathered 29% fewer players on PS5 than the disappointing Concord. Players saw no point in buying the remake, as evidenced by the download rating from the PlayStation Plus subscription for the week of its release. Users preferred to play the original, which is available in the PlayStation Plus catalog, rather than paying full price for the new game. On PC, the game was also received rather coldly, with peak Steam Online reaching just 2,500 players, which clearly doesn't justify the hype. Next on the list of remakes is Horizon Zero Dawn, which is available for pre-order on the PlayStation Store. If you have the standard version, it'll cost just $10. But even that amount, in my opinion, is unjustified. Maybe these flops will finally make Sony invest in new games instead of remastering old ones. Critics have shared their first impressions of Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl after several hours of gameplay. Simply put, most players are thrilled. The game is praised primarily for its incredible atmosphere, high-level graphics, engaging gameplay, and immersive quests, not just slapped together like Ubisoft, but with real heart. However, on the downside, they mention a slightly dragged-out start and perhaps too many critical bugs. Hopefully, most of them will be fixed by release, which is scheduled for November 20th, along with a Day 1 patch. We hope the game will make it to PlayStation 5 in 2025, but for now, it will be released on Xbox Series and PC. By the way, I'll be posting gameplay footage of how it runs on the Steam Deck on my second channel on release day, with a link in the description, so subscribe to not miss anything. Konami shared the early success of the Silent Hill 2 remake. The game sold over 1 million copies in less than 3 days. Not a bad result, considering the franchise is mostly popular among older players, and for younger gamers, the name Silent Hill doesn't mean much. Additionally, enthusiasts noticed that with Patch 1, 0.3, Bloober Team fixed the appearance of one of the key characters, Angela. Her cheekbones and face shape now look more natural, which is sure to please fans. And since we're talking about Polish developers Bloober Team, alongside the Silent Hill 2 remake, the team has been working on their own horror game, Kronos: The New Dawn. The announcement took place during a small online Xbox stream. The game will explore time travel, sending players to a post-apocalyptic future in 1980s Poland. As a wanderer, the player must survive among monsters to bring back the dead from the past. A small nod to their previous creation, The Medium, the game is planned for release in 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and of course, PC. A curious and unexpected appearance on Metacritic. A page for Resident Evil 9 has appeared, which could indicate an upcoming horror announcement. The page currently has no estimated release date or art. As for platforms, it's stated to release only on PS5 and Xbox Series, though I doubt it won't come to PC. For those who got overly excited about Resident Evil 9 getting its own page, it's important to understand that, much like Wikipedia, almost anyone can create a game listing on Metacritic. But it's also worth noting that several reliable insiders, like Dust Golem and others, have repeatedly stated that Resident Evil 9 is in active development and the official announcement will most likely happen in early 2025. Owners and those considering purchasing Dragon's Dogma 2 can rejoice. The game has received a new patch that adds 2 new graphics modes, Quality and Performance Priority. In terms of numbers, the Quality mode offers a true 4K resolution with FPS ranging from 30 to 40 frames per second. The performance mode runs at 1728p, upscaled to 4K, while delivering 50 to 60 FPS. If you're unsure what interesting or unusual game to try on PS5, a free 2-hour demo of the promising sci-fi action RPG AI Limit has been released. As far as I understand, it's another creation from Chinese developers. You can play it until October 21st at 8 p.m. In terms of gameplay, it's likely a typical Souls-like, but with a classic Asian style, somewhat reminiscent of Genshin Impact. So if you want to try something new, keep this in mind. The full list of trophies for PlayStation 5 and Dragon Age: The Veilguard has appeared online. There will be a total of 53 trophies. To earn the Platinum, you'll need to complete all companion quests, help factions, max out the hero's gear, and explore every detail of the game world. Casual players will be pleased, as there is no trophy requiring you to beat the game on a higher difficulty. Less than 2 weeks remain until the release, which is set for October 31st on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and, of course, PC. Well friends, thanks for watching this news episode. Don't forget to support the video with a like and subscribe to the channel. See you next week with a new batch of news.